Indiana is home to several eerie and mysterious locations with ghostly legends. These places are often linked to tragic events, abandoned buildings, and local lore that has been passed down for generations. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling sudden temperature drops in these areas. Some of these sites are believed to have been the scene of violent events, such as murders or accidents, leaving behind restless spirits. Other spots are known for paranormal investigations where strange noises and apparitions have been captured. These locations are steeped in history, adding to the unsettling atmosphere that draws curious thrill seekers and ghost hunters alike. Now we will visit the most haunted places of Indiana. Number 1. The Slippery Noodle Inn. The Slippery Noodle Inn, located in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, is not just the oldest bar in the state, but it is also one of its most haunted. Established in 1850, the building that houses the Slippery Noodle has seen a wide variety of uses over the years, from a way station for the Underground Railroad to a bordello and speakeasy during Prohibition. This long and colorful history has contributed to the numerous ghost stories that now surround the location. The Slippery Noodle Inn was originally named the Tremont House when it was first built by the founding family. Over the decades, it has changed ownership and even names, but one thing has remained constant: its reputation for paranormal activity. The bar is known for a lively crowd of patrons, but there are often reports of visitors who never leave, long after their time has passed. One of the most well-known ghost stories at the Slippery Noodle involves a man who was shot and killed in the building. During its days as a bordello, it wasn't uncommon for violent disputes to break out among clients or with the staff. One such altercation resulted in a man being shot to death in what is now one of the bar's back rooms. Since his death, employees and patrons have reported seeing his shadowy figure lingering near the site of his death. He's often described as a misty apparition, appearing for a few moments before fading away, as if still reliving his final moments. Another spectral story connected to the Slippery Noodle involves the basement, which has long been a hotspot for paranormal encounters. The basement of the Slippery Noodle was once used as part of the Underground Railroad, hiding runaway slaves seeking freedom. It is said that the spirits of some who passed through still haunt the location, perhaps drawn back to the place where they experienced such profound fear and desperation. Visitors and staff have reported hearing whispers, footsteps, and even seeing apparitions in the dimly lit basement. Some paranormal investigators claim to have captured evidence of these ghostly figures on video or audio recordings. The inn's days as a bordello have also contributed to some of the hauntings. Several rooms upstairs were once used by the women who worked there, and it is believed that at least 2 of them may have died under tragic circumstances. Some believe that these women still linger in the upstairs rooms, with guests reporting strange phenomena like the sound of crying, footsteps, and even the sensation of being touched by an unseen presence. These women's spirits seem tied to the place where they experience both exploitation and violence, unable to move on from the trauma of their lives. During Prohibition, the Slippery Noodle served as a speakeasy, operating under the radar of law enforcement. The building's basement was also used by gangsters for target practice, with bullet holes still visible in the walls. It is said that the spirits of those who died in violent shootouts still haunt the bar today. There have been reports of objects moving on their own, the sound of gunshots, and cold spots throughout the building, especially in the areas where these old bullet holes are still present. One of the bar's owners reported seeing strange occurrences herself. She spoke of glasses flying off shelves without explanation and feeling cold drafts in rooms that were otherwise warm. Employees often speak of the unsettling feeling of being watched when alone, especially after closing hours. Some even say they have seen full-bodied apparitions walking through the bar, only to disappear right before their eyes. The Slippery Noodle Inn's haunted reputation has attracted many paranormal investigators over the years. Some have captured evidence of unexplained phenomena, such as eerie voices caught on EVP recordings or strange shadows seen in photographs. These investigations have only fueled the inn's status as one of Indiana's most haunted places. Despite its ghostly residents, the Slippery Noodle Inn remains a popular bar and music venue, known for its live blues performances and welcoming atmosphere. However, those who visit might find that they aren't the only ones enjoying the music. The spirits of the past seem to linger in the dark corners of this historic building, making their presence known in subtle and sometimes not so subtle ways. Number 2. French Lick Springs Hotel. French Lick Springs Hotel, nestled in the small town of French Lick, Indiana, is a grand and historic hotel with a reputation for luxury, elegance, and something more unsettling: ghostly visitors and eerie experiences. With a history that stretches back to the mid-1800s, the hotel has hosted everyone from dignitaries and celebrities to vacationers looking for a peaceful escape. But behind its opulent charm and scenic beauty lies a legacy of paranormal tales and ghost stories that continue to haunt the halls. Founded in 1845, French Lick Springs Hotel became famous as a health resort, known for its miracle mineral waters and healing properties. People flocked to the hotel seeking cures for various ailments, hoping the rich mineral springs would help them recover. Over the years, French Lick became a popular gathering spot, welcoming thousands who came for its mineral baths, gambling rooms, and grand ballrooms. However, the hotel's heyday saw not only joyous celebrations, but also darker moments, leaving behind a string of ghostly stories. One of the most famous ghosts said to haunt the French Lick Springs Hotel is Thomas Taggart, a former owner and prominent Indiana politician. Taggart took ownership in the early 1900s and brought fame and fortune to the hotel, transforming it into a luxurious escape for the wealthy. According to hotel lore, Taggart loved the hotel so much that he never left, even after his death in 1929. Guests and staff report sensing Taggart's presence in different ways. Some claim to see the silhouette of a man smoking a pipe in the service elevator, his figure hazy but unmistakable. Others smell the scent of pipe tobacco wafting through empty halls. Taggart's spirit is also associated with the ballroom, where his ghostly figure has been seen observing guests or lingering in the shadows, perhaps reliving the hotel's glamorous parties and events. Another mysterious spirit at French Lick Springs Hotel is the Phantom Bellboy. Guests have recounted hearing a knock on their doors, followed by a young bellboy's voice offering to carry their bags. When the door is opened, however, no one is there. Some visitors even claim to see a young man in vintage bellboy attire roaming the halls, only to vanish when approached. It's unclear who this ghost might be, but the stories have persisted for decades. The 6th floor of French Lick Springs Hotel is one of the most active areas for paranormal activity. Guests staying on this floor report hearing footsteps echoing down empty hallways, disembodied voices, and even seeing ghostly apparitions. Some people say they feel an unexplainable chill or a sensation of being watched, which makes for a restless night. Staff members are no strangers to the eerie sensations and have stories of their own, claiming that this floor seems to hold a special energy, perhaps a connection to the hotel's past guests. Before becoming a luxury hotel, French Lick Springs Hotel operated a casino that attracted visitors from far and wide. While the casino eventually closed, it left behind lingering energies and perhaps a few ghosts. Those who wander the hallways near the old casino report feeling cold drafts, hearing distant laughter, and seeing shadowy figures darting around corners. Some believe these are the spirits of gamblers who spend their last moments in the hotel, unable to leave behind the thrill and excitement of the games. The hotel spa, originally established as a mineral bathhouse, is another site of ghostly encounters. People who visit the spa have felt strange chills or heard the quiet whispering of unseen voices. Some say the spirits here are the souls of those who sought healing in the mineral waters, still lingering in hopes of finding relief. Spa employees also mention seeing ghostly apparitions and feeling a presence that sometimes makes the air feel heavier, as if they're not alone. The French Lick Springs Hotel's reputation for ghostly encounters attracts countless paranormal enthusiasts and thrill seekers. Many guests come to experience the supernatural for themselves, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious figures or hear the eerie sounds that have become part of the hotel's legend. Ghost hunters and paranormal investigators have recorded cold spots, strange voices, and unexplained footsteps, all adding to the lore of the place. Despite or perhaps because of its reputation as a haunted hotspot, the French Lick Springs Hotel remains a cherished destination. Visitors from around the world are drawn to its mix of luxury, history, and ghostly intrigue. The spirits that are said to haunt the halls are thought to be friendly, if a little mischievous, as if they're part of the fabric of the hotel. For many, French Lick Springs Hotel offers the perfect blend of beauty and mystery, inviting guests to enjoy the elegance of the past while keeping an eye out for visitors from beyond.